So, who is Dr. Raquel Martin? Tune in to find out. Dr. Martin here. Thank you for coming to our channel. And I just realized that I'd never fully introduced myself. So I'm going to do that now. My name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. I'm from Philly all day, and I currently reside in Nashville, Tennessee. I specialize in Black mental health, race-related stress, and Black identity development. And it truly is like my passion. If you notice, that's what my entire channel is dedicated to. So there are a couple of aspects of things about me. One, I'm a mom. I have two amazing boys. One is 4, one is 1. Actually, I rounded up. One turns 1 on Thursday, March 9th. The other one turns 4, May 29th. But I rounded up because it's the same thing. I am married to my husband. I'm married to my husband. But anyway, we have been together. We've been together for 13 years. We've been married for 5. I met my husband while out celebrating my bachelor's. I got my bachelor's from Fisk University, go Bulldogs. And to this day, we both go back and forth about how we met, because I was cool with his friend, hadn't seen his friend in a minute because I had gotten fired from my job that I used to work at with his friend. And I was talking to his friend and I saw him and I was like, "You're cute. Put my number in your phone." And then I saw his phone and saw that it was Android, and I said, "Gross. I'll still give you my number because you are still cute." And here's where the story differentiates. He says that I stumbled away because I was drinking. I was drinking. I did not stumble though. Anyway, with him since 2010, married for 5 years. So in terms of life, mother, daughter, sibling, partner, wife. I always felt like partner made more sense because I feel like just saying wife or husband, it just doesn't give full salience to the amount of work that we put in day to day. Because love and relationships are a choice, and I feel like you very much should choose that every day. When it comes to work, I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. I have my own private practice, Martin Psychological Services, where I see patients. I'm also a professor at Tennessee State University, which is an HBCU. I'm currently teaching Intro to Psych from a decolonizing psych perspective and Psych of the Black experience. I also am starting my own research lab, but I'm currently co-primary investigator in a study that investigates decolonizing Intro to Psych courses as a way to contribute to more people of the global majority and Black people being in psych. I very much feel like, in addition to the exorbitant cost when it comes to being a licensed mental health professional, especially as a psychologist, Intro to Psych is one of the main ways that you get introduced to psychology. And if you don't see yourself in the content, if you don't see yourself in the psychologist and African-centered psychology and pedagogy from womanist lens or feminism or multiculturalism or liberation, you're never going to go into the field. So that's what I work at actively, and currently working on my programmatic line of research to develop a curriculum for Black identity development and Black girls, which I think is going to be amazing. What else do I do? A lot. Now, I know it sounds like a lot. This is truly what I feel like I've been put on this earth to do. I love Black mental health. I really want to empower individuals to realize that we all deserve therapy. It's not an attack on you or your humanity. Racism and oppression and Superwoman syndrome and stereotypes and all that make it difficult for Black people in this world. And I want to contribute to you feeling deserving of the experience where we can focus on you, collab on goals, and you can become the best version of yourself. What else? From Philly, in Nashville. It's tough down here, man. Every other day they passing laws that make me rethink my life. So if you want to learn more about that, also school. So I was in school for a minute. I got my bachelor's from Fisk. I got my first master's from Lipscomb University, and I got my second master's and PhD from Uniform Services University of Health Sciences. And then I did my internship and postdoc at Johns Hopkins. And then after that, moved to Nashville. Little known fact, I defended my dissertation when I was, 38 weeks pregnant, walked off the stage. I went to the hospital, delivered my first baby. And then during my postdoc, it was after maternity leave, nursing and pumping while having that, and then had my second baby. like recently. So my channel is going to be about Black mental health. I'm hoping to do lives. My channel is also going to be about being a mother and a human being and a Black woman, and my experience with all that. I'm very transparent about my mental health, and I will be on the channel as well because one of my my friends and colleagues that I met through social media, which is amazing to meet so many great people through social media. She mentioned that some people heal in public to help those who heal in private, and I very much am a heal in public kind of person. Being from Philly, uh, having to go through the process of being Black in the ivory, like Black in academia, which was, I have met more racists in the boardroom than the bus stop. It was intense. Um, Having to deal with that, I'm really comfortable with healing in public to help those who heal in private, because I feel like, one, there aren't many Black psychologists with PhDs or PsyDs. There's actually 5%, and that includes men and women. Two, I feel like people deserve to see the fact that, like, the humanized experience of, you can be a licensed mental health professional, you could be a doctor, a lawyer, or you're professional and you have your own definition of Black excellence, and you can still wear your hair how you want, you can still talk how you want, you can still wear graphic tees, you can still do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you are a professional, right? I wear t-shirts a lot. And this one time I got this post about, like, you should wear more professional clothing. You're a doctor. And I was like, everything I wear is a doctor uniform because I'm a doctor and I'm wearing it. So that's me. Things I like to do. I read a lot. I am a huge nerd. Love music. Love hip hop. I mean, to be honest, I'm working on it, but like most of my favorite songs are just like massaging with a bomb beat, which is antithetical to who I am, and I'm working on it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed my channel. I've been on social media for a little minute, like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, under Raquel Martin, PhD. I have a podcast, Mind Your Mental Podcast. I really wanted to make the transition over to YouTube, because I wanted to do more longer form videos, and I felt like it could be helpful to do that. So if you have any topics that you want to cover, I do an Ask Dr. Martin series where you send questions and I answer them. They're not a substitute for mental health care, because I'm not about to lose my license and then I can't help nobody, let alone myself. But it is me providing advice about specific topics. I posted 2 so far. One was about grief. Another one was about this guy whose girlfriend always wanted to be up in his phone. And then I'll be posting episodes regarding that. I also cover specific topics with mental health, diagnosis, and a big emphasis on Black mental health and racism-related stress. If that's something that you would enjoy, in addition to hearing about why is my child, why is my children terrorizing me? How am I gonna get Beyonce tickets? Why can I not get up even though I've set multiple alarms? What is going on with my discipline in my life? You're at the right channel, right? Like, being a psychologist is what I do, but it's not who I am. And I think we need more people out there who are willing to show their true selves, so you can be a better representation of what you do. Like, in every single realm that I'm in as a psychologist, I feel like I get to be on the ground helping patients with their racism-related stress and their Black identity development, and helping them embrace who they are and dismantle the system in any way they see fit, and feel comfortable in their own skin. As a professor, I feel like I get to, like, mentor the up-and-coming generation in psych and in other things to also get comfortable in their own skin. They also help to educate me on stuff that's going on with the world. I didn't know who Blueface was for a minute, and I kind of wish I didn't. Like, after Googling Blueface, my algorithm is all messed up. I ain't never gonna get that back. But educating that, and also listening to the youth, because I feel like a lot of times when it comes to changes within the Black community and the environment, activism is the way to go. But it can be so... I feel like a lot of times people will tell the youth what activism is and isn't, and it really is just advocating for change within your community. And I feel like that's everything, right? Rest is activism. Being joyful is activism. Sharing your voice is activism in a world that doesn't want to hear you talk. Hip hop is activism. And, I just feel like, so I love that realm. The research piece that I do helps me to come up with new strategies and techniques that inform the work that's done by not just me, but so many people out there. Like I truly love what I do. I really do. I love everything that I do. Is it exhausting? Yes, but I can't imagine not being a professor and not being a scientist and not being a clinician, because they really do inform everything that I do. So, and I can't imagine not being like a loudmouth wife. And not loudmouth wife in terms of like the stereotype with it's not Jezebel. What's the stereotype? Oh my gosh, if my students heard, I just gave my students an assignment on the aspects of stereotypes. We did brute, we did, damn it. Anyway, there's a stereotype with Black women where it's like they're constantly berating their husbands and stuff like that. That ain't me. My husband, that's me right there. We cool. I'm just having to be a smartass because I'm smartass. Like that's just me. In my family, you got to be quick with it and quick-witted, and I am both. Right? And then also what it's like to be a parent, because I'm going to share more about like my journey as a mom, because there are some things that are like really the challenge. Well, being a parent is the most challenging thing I've ever done, but even just the aspect of there are many times when like even right now I'm in a phase of parenthood where it's not very enjoyable. It's just not. It's not like all of it isn't enjoyable. There's a significant chunk that is amazing and enjoyable, and there's a significant chunk that's not, like with babies not sleeping and constantly having to advocate for my children with doctors, and I feel like I shouldn't have to go 50 different steps. They should just listen to me when I know something is wrong with my children. Having toddlers is so hard. It's insane, and it takes work. So I share that, and also trying to create an identity outside of motherhood. Once again, being a mother it's a part of me, but it's not all of me. It very much is like a planet within my orbit. Like it's not my world, it's not my universe, but it is one of my planets. And I talk a lot about that, about what it's like to be a mother, and still have your own identity and still dedicate time to children, and your partner if you have one, and life, and to yourself. Because I feel like being selfish gets a bad rap. Like selfish, plus people don't define it right. Selfish is, being something to the detriment of someone else. But I think a lot of times people will call stuff selfish that is really self-love and self-preservation. And you should take care of your body. You should prioritize yourself, because this is the only body you're around in. So I talk a lot about that. If you like that, please tune in. This was a longer video, so if you watched to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. Comment, like, share, subscribe, please. And then watch my other videos, because this is what I talk about. If you have any specific things you want me to talk about, comment that below. I will see that, and then I will, make videos about it. I also hope to start doing weekly lives in April, because it's March right now. All right, so have a good day, good night, good afternoon, whatever this is for you.